So which skydiver in the video is me? I'm the one filming, damn it.
All found footage.
Yeah.
You want to open?
Yeah. I might need those laxatives.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, so that was fun right before. Oh, hey!
Here.
First, let's say hi to everyone. Hello, Angel Gamer, Surf, Minnesota Menace, Christopher Music Channel, Tony Regime, Jerry, Mute if you're still here, Mark if you're still here, Glober Mom if you're still here. Yeah, what is it? Oh, the mannequin's in a sit fly tonight. I thought I'd make it more comfy for you. It's still kind of weird just sitting here like that. What is that random line going down the screen?
What's that line?
Well, so watch it. Like, as the video goes, you'll see it kind of cut weird. Maybe it'll show over there. I don't know, but I saw this weird thing.
I see it now.
Yeah, there it is.
I don't know.
See, it cuts my arm off.
It makes me think
going down.
It makes me think of like VHS tapes and you rewind them.
Yeah. I'm using a GoPro camera, so I wonder if it's a connection. Something. I'm going to notice it and it's going to drive me nuts. See, my arm has got a weird ripple in it now. Anyways, yeah, that was exciting. So right before I'm setting up here, I'm sitting down and I get an email and I was like, oh, what's this email for? See, it's like Wells Fargo. And my first thought is like, oh, you know, is this a stupid, like, little birthday thing, you know, open an account and get a free $50 or whatever the hell it is. So I see the subject header, though, and it says, insufficient funds. And I'm like, there's no way I should have insufficient funds because, yeah, we went out to eat, but you paid, I did the tip in cash. Then we went over to the liquor store, and I used my card there.
Yep.
And then we went to the gas station in Willie McCoy's, and I used cash, and you went into Willie McCoy's to get our malts. So there wasn't like anything abnormally huge spent today. And so then, yeah, I go in there and it says, your account has reached zero and we transferred $19 over from your secondary overdraft account, whatever else like that. And so I go into my online banking thing and I notice it says like www.shein? Shein.com or something like that. $185 and some odd cents were taken out like multiple times, and then it drops down. So you can see my MGM payment, and then after that it's everything, and it was like a $5 charity thing, which I didn't do. So it's almost like they were testing the card, and then it was that Shein website for like $47, and then it doubled and went to like 95 or 90 some dollars, and then after that one, then it doubled to that 185, and it just was 185 until my account got to zero. So it's almost like they're testing it with like a certain amount, then they're like, oh, let's double it and then triple it and see how much we can take out. And so I had to call the bank right before the stream and turn off my card and let them know, hey, this is what's up. So now tomorrow, for my birthday gift to myself, I'll get to wake up and go to all my, like, automatic payment sites and try to do something. Oh, that because it's under $200, so the bank won't pause it. That's probably why. Yeah. Which is funny because usually Wells Fargo hits me up fast, like hella fast, if they think something is even remotely weird. Like when I was doing my big road trip and I got to Nebraska and my card wouldn't work. And it was because I was out of Minnesota then. And they noticed like it was going, so they thought maybe that, you know, because I didn't tell them that I was traveling or something like that. Because I guess that's an option in the app that I'm going to be traveling. And you can let them know. So if it shows up in another state. So I was sitting at the gas station trying to pay for gas. And it's not working. And I'm like, what the hell? And he's like, well, you're from Minnesota, right? And I go, yeah. He goes, maybe they put a hold on your account because you're in Nebraska now. And then, like, literally, about, I'd say, 2 minutes later, I got a text message from the bank stating, is this your card being used in Nebraska? And I had to hit yes. And then it was reactivated, and then it was good, because I didn't realize I was traveling. But, yeah, so hopefully the money gets back into my account tomorrow, but I think they said, like, 10 business days, and it should be, like, resolved and good, you know, and blah, blah, blah. Like, 5 business days, I should have a card back in my hand, but, like, for the time being, seeing my account at 0 and having to now go around and change my account information on all the sites that I do automatic payments to, like my car insurance and to like one of my loans that I have and stuff like that. Like I got to go around and redo all that. Like any places, I mean, this one's not a big deal, but like Amazon, you know, I have my card stored there, or any place that I normally shop where my card is stored, I'm gonna have to replace it all. PayPal, I'm gonna have to redo my PayPal.
Oh, I hate having to redo
Venmo.
PayPal.
Venmo is my actual checking account, so I don't have to change my Venmo.
PayPal's really annoying. They have like a really heavy, like they have like not heavy, but like they have a weird security system for when you change information.
Yeah,
and I don't like having to go through it.
Well, the thing is, I'm not changing information. I'm just adding.
Well, even
adding payment source, you know, and then canceling the one. Yeah, so we're gonna have. What do you have tonight? I have a Henry's Hard Soda.
I have Cutwater Lime Tequila.
Cutwater Lime
Margarita.
And then
Tequila Margarita. I'm so dumb.
So, hold on real quick. Quick story in the swordsman, I think they were talking about a 7.5 ounce can. I didn't get to reply to it, but here's a can that's even smaller now.
It's 100 milliliters. So cute. It's a Manhattan. And I thought I don't make great purchases.
Is it a made in Manhattan?
I'm a made in Manhattan. But like, they were so tiny. I was like, what are those? And she started like explaining. I was like, just get one of each. Let's go. It's so dumb. It's like a White Russian. There's a Manhattan and an Old Fashioned. I don't know how good it's going to be, but I have to know.
It's in a can. It might have a little tinny taste. Yeah. Tony, yes, they should be able to cancel that all, because clearly it's something weird, but they told me that I should be able to get that money back. But welcome, Catnip. And yeah, so this is gonna be that is interesting. It's not like a little
you feel it.
It looks like a can of sardine tab. So I'm like ready to start gagging, thinking that like yeah. So Angel Gamer, weird weird Tanner fact. I can drink beer at the bar, but at home I'm like, it's the nastiest shit ever. I'm at the bar, I'm like, hell yeah, this is good. I want to drink that beer. Get home, nope, don't want to. And welcome Ashanti. Yes, I heard that Fight the Flat Earth has the same birthday as me. I did not know that when I started watching him, and I was back watching a bunch of stuff. His birthday stream I watched, but I didn't know it was on like my birthday or whatever. And Little Wolf.
And hello, Mute Donkey.
Light mode. Yeah, we said hello. I said hello to Mute earlier.
I didn't see him.
But yeah, so like I'm like beer at the bar, yay, but at home, nope, can't do it. So I got a Henry's Hard Soda, and then I got some. I didn't buy Bailey's Irish Cream. I got like Carolina's Irish Cream because it was half the price, and I wanted to be a cheap ass on my birthday. So I might brew some like decaf. Coffee and take some Irish cream in there. Yeah, take it easy. Yeah, Leo Kings. Rar, baby, rar. But he's like 37 today.
Yeah, what's the babe?
Fight the Flat Earth, 37, and he's got, what, 2 kids? Or has he got 3 kids? And was in the military, and then there's me with 3 little dogs that run around and throw people in 100-mile-per-hour winds.
Hey, your success is in different views.
Just that. Like, that's terrible. You keep sniffing it. Why do you... Yeah, I just want to sniff it. I don't want to taste it.
I just like to know.
I'd gag because now I think of like sardine like juices and so gross.
Juices.
Well,
I'll tell you now, this is not great. But
well, I mean, wouldn't you expect in a can? What's a Manhattan usually?
I know this isn't on. It's made. All this is rye. It's made with rye, whiskey, sherry, and bitters.
Oh, neat.
So just strong.
Just strong.
It tastes like a wooden cabinet.
Wait. Now that begs the question: how do you know what a wooden cabinet tastes like?
No, also like back with my old roommates, we had a liquor cabinet, and
you ate it.
Hold on, and it had a particular scent, and it smells just like this.
It smells like a taste.
Yeah, and so everything in there started smelling like that, and so when I smell this, which to me now smells like a cabinet, I also think it smells like liquor.
See, Luke at Minnesota Menace asked the same thing.
I'll explain tomorrow.
Oh, damn it, I forgot to do this.
Yeah,
I was gonna put it in studio mode because I'm not gonna try to stand up here. Oops. Yeah, so we'll block that out. I know we're gonna go through this again, where you're gonna hear me talking about how I need to like move this to here and move this to there and do this and do that because Tanner doesn't know how to OBS.
Quick update. I'm not finishing that. That tastes like weird memories.
Like weird memories. Better than tasting like weird memories.
I would rather taste weird memories.
Yeah. Ooh.
At least I know it's fresh.
That had a snap to it. Okay. So, there, we got that. Now you're going to hear me talk a little bit more as I try to figure this out. And as... You are a slurper, aren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember at home when I was younger, I used to get someone would always point it out at the dinner table.
Yeah.
She'd be like, wow, what is it? Scottish slurper.
No, see, I don't want to do that. How can I cut that part off? You don't need to see my weird foot.
Everyone has a foot. Just
I know, but it looks all funky like that. Okay, so let's switch over. Here is I still see that bar on the video, and that's going to drive me nuts. Alright, here's the newest tattoo I got.
It's the whole leg. You got a new leg.
I got a new leg. That is my double meaning tattoo that Minnesota Menace in the chat actually did for me. And I absolutely love it. And yes, you do need to teach me how to OBS because I am terrible at OBS.
Well, this is the part where it's alright. It's when you have to exit it.
Yeah, every time I screen share, if I screen share and then I stop screen share, then it cuts my stream. And see, Jerry's been seeing the weird line too, and so either my GoPro is weird or I have some weird settings got bumped. But yes, this is my newest tattoo. Got that it was Thursday.
Yes.
Got it Thursday.
Because you had to work Friday.
Did I work 3 days? No, I was off Friday. What day did I get this?
Yeah. Jerry, what's his work schedule?
So I was off Friday. It's this Thursday that I'm off. I was off Friday because I worked 2 days in the wind with it.
Okay, then yeah, you got it Friday. You're right. Because I left Saturday. Yeah. I was thinking like if I was going to my parents. Never mind.
Oh, I love how we always do this commentary with those. But so yeah, because I had to fly Saturday and Sunday, and so I was nervous that it was gonna hurt like hell in the wind with the suit hitting on it. but it wasn't. I think maybe like that one guy almost killing me on the high flight the first class Saturday morning.
Worse than that?
Oh, yeah. I think that probably scared the pain away.
How'd you word it? Worse than getting stabbed 1,000 times? Worse than
yeah, like getting stabbed 1,000 times with a needle that has ink on it.
Worse than that.
Yeah. It's not an effective parachute, but you know what? It doesn't need to be. And that's all that matters.
It's gay.
It's gay.
It's gay.
Because we'll always be over the rainbow, and the rainbows are always in the sky. Yeah, no, I forgot what I was going to say now, but yeah, almost died Saturday.
Yeah.
Yep, that, Jerry got to see that win.
Early birthday gift for you.
Yeah, I was taking a guy on a high flight, and he decided he wanted to not have the body position that he had been holding and that I taught him, that he wanted to tuck his head down really hard too, and so we just went into a massive spinning dive that I had to try to stall and slow down. Ooh, taste the rainbow.
Oh.
Lick it! Yeah.
Put your face in it. Lick it like you like it. Lick it like you like it.
Scared the shit out of me though.
Yeah,
that'll be the end of the story. Which I need to start getting the videos from there now because I can't do it at home anymore. I got to remember to start taking things in because like I've been doing some training again. Well, not instruction. Well, flight skill improvements. Trying to see, I'm not crazy. They saw the line. Was working on layouts again, and they felt a little bit better. Save that for your OnlyFans. We did staff fly Thursday, and I think that's when I did it. I was working on that, and I was working on some of my sit fly stuff, getting my back into the wind a bit more, and not having the COVID hunch that I've been having for the past.
Maybe that's why your back's been weird. It's like,
I know. I've been sitting up all the time, and
what the hell is this?
Good posture. What the hell is good posture? Yeah, come here, guys. Hey, Noki. This is our little long-haired chihuahua that, why are you also being fighty? He's like, no.
Yeah, every time you like sitting with us normally.
Yeah. So this is our little long-haired chihuahua that likes to roam around and has had an obsession with licking the carpet lately. We should have taken your photos from up north and put them in here to show people. Because Chase had a show this weekend up in Duluth, Superior, Wisconsin.
Out there in Wisconsin. It was so much fun. I had so much fun. I got to be able to catch up with more friends and people that I haven't been able to see in a long time since before the pandemic. And, obviously, I made a lot of money.
You did.
Actually, I made a good amount of money, and I was giving a wig to a friend, and so I got paid for that. It was so much fun.
And the songs you did?
The songs I did were the first one was by Demi Lovato and Ariana Grande, and it was called Met Him Last Night, and then I transitioned into Jessie Ware's Hot and Heavy. Then I did Group Love's Tongue Tied, and then I did Conan Gray Maniac, which you're a big fan of Conan Gray.
I got into Conan Gray like recently. I know. Can't remember I think it was his song Heather that I was like, oh, this is an interesting song. And so then I started listening to more of his stuff, and it's very different. It's a very different style and tone, and that's typically what I love in music is its own flavor. And it's kind of like almost like indie pop rock.
He explores a lot of sounds.
Yeah, he does.
It's really entertaining.
And yes, mute. Munching carpet. Do you not see this? Move your arm real quick. Look at that.
No.
I don't know what he's been doing. And Bailey's right there.
Knocked out.
Yeah, on his love. That's the couch is like the love of his life.
Yeah, we could be like going to bed, and he'll come walk in, but as soon as like if one of us leave again or leave the door open, he will just slowly kind of trot his way out, kind of looking back like, are they watching? And just doop, 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 and we'll find him right out here. He loves that couch.
Which just is weird because he is not trying to scurry away.
Who are you?
Usually he's like trying to like leave by now. He's got all 3 paws on here and the one up there.
You're being goofy right
Take
now.
me to your best place. Yeah, or a house, whatever. So they were good.
It was really good. It was really fun because when I don't know what to do, I heavily rely on movement and dance. And so doing the last 2 songs was a little different because songs like that, or songs like, as example, like rock songs, they have a beat, obviously. Like, the way I'm going to say this doesn't make necessarily a ton of sense, but the rhythm isn't the same as dancing to other types of songs that I'm used to. Instead, it's more about holding an energy and keeping up that, like,
so the tempo changes or is different, or
tempo changes. I would say it's more just like the energy of what gets brought when you feel the music and when you're listening to it. Like, you listen to like some pop song, you could easily find some dumb dance move that like anyone could do. And sometimes I find with rock music, like, it's not always about dancing, it's just about how you emote. It's almost like doing a ballad. Yeah. Except in the essence, instead of being like somber and like all together or being like romantic, happy in love, it's just high rep energy. It's like because like it allowed me to kind of practice for music I want to do later on, which would be a little bit of like Motley Crue or Def Leppard, because I like some hair bands, but it's all energy. Like, they don't stop and like it keeps going. I'm like, I don't really know what to do in those moments. Yeah. And so it was a good practice.
You still need to do Heart, Stairway to Heaven.
I do, but I want to find the one where, like, because I remember she takes a really long dramatic pause.
Yeah.
And I want to try to like connect it so it's a little shorter, because otherwise it's a 7-minute clip.
Oh yeah.
So I just want to shorten it just a little, because otherwise that is beautiful, and I would love to do that.
I hope y'all have heard Heart sing that, because it was phenomenal, absolutely amazing, and I think she did that song justice.
Oh, it was perfect. Yeah. But
like my favorite, like the song Hallelujah. My favorite is sung by Katie Lang.
I remember
she sings it great, and she's got little voice cracks in there too that just kind of help it.
I'd say it's perfect, especially because like I used to work at a Dunn Brothers where we used to do music Saturdays, like every single Saturday. And let me tell you, I've heard a lot of cover bands, a lot of solo artists with the guitar sing Hallelujah. Yeah. And hers is like, I'm like, I don't want to hear anyone else sing this song again. Right. And I had listened to her, and I was like, okay, I could listen to it again if it's her.
Yeah.
Because everyone else, I just can't do it. People, it's just like, it's one of those songs that everyone thinks they gotta sing. They're like, this is the one I'm gonna cover.
I like to sing every song, but I shouldn't sing every song. I shouldn't even. Oh my god! I just happened to look. Oh my god. Izzy, are you okay?
Clutching the dog.
Yeah, Tina scared me with her peekaboo.
That was the equivalent of like when people like clutch your pearl.
Yeah.
Clutching the dog.
Oh, I told him to rise up, but it wouldn't rise up for him. Yeah, I know. So I wanted to maybe do this stream earlier, today, so that way the Europeans could take part, and I was already getting kind of yelled at, because I was holding it later.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say comment about me yelling at you.
Because originally the plan today was to take some of these rockets out to the launch site,
especially ones we have not launched at all.
Yeah. There's a few that I haven't launched yet. I have that time lapse of Big Dog that I posted for everyone, because I did that little like, which one do you want to watch? So I did Big Dog, that hasn't been launched yet. I have they make pills for that. I have a missile-looking one that hasn't been launched yet. Stellar Arrow hasn't been launched yet.
Nope.
I have that one in the bedroom that's got like the 3 pods or 4 pods, that
orange
with the orange tips, that hasn't been launched yet. Like, so I was gonna let's see you playing with your big rocket.
Okay.
I fail to agree with you there. I don't think you are right. But yeah, so there was originally severe weather like watches for today, and when that happens, usually there's winds, and so I went online and I looked at I go to this website that's actually for skydiving, but it gives like the first couple thousand feet, and so then that way I know like where the rockets are gonna go, and the winds were just a little bit too strong. And I do have that parachute release where they probably would, if they fall back down and then once it opens, it's not going to drift far. But you just don't know, like, the ones that I wanted to take out are all ones that go a lot higher. So they could still drift on the way up and then coming back down drift. Now, the way they're made is if the wind is, going that way across the screen, when the rocket goes up, they're made to point in the wind. So essentially they're kind of staying on site and then poof and then it comes down. But I just didn't want to risk them drifting somewhere, and I don't know how high the soybeans and cornfield is right now. So we kind of scratched that idea because we were going to grill steaks and launch rockets and probably fly some drones or something like that, and
Catch some sun.
catch a lot of sun.
Because we have barely been outside.
Yeah.
I think the only reason I have color on my arms is from driving for drag.
I think the only thing I have color is like you can't really see it. Oh, I got a flip-flop mark. But even that's not that dark.
I'd say you always got color now on the back of your cap.
I do. I always got color back there.
Also, you've been caught. You've been caught into someone wants a clip that he does big dogs.
Oh. Did I do big dogs?
You said it, I guess. You said it. Set yourself up. You're
I
trapped
said,
now.
oh, you guys want to see big dogs. Whatever. Dude, did you fart?
No.
Bailey? I smell like... Yeah, I would have felt it in my arm, though, if it was him. I can't believe he's still sitting here like this.
I know. I am pretty actually shocked.
Oh. Yeah, so we were going to do all that, and the weather was like, eh. And I was tired.
You had a hell of a weekend.
Yeah, it was a weekend, and my rocket gets firmament. So we went to Willie McCoy's, and I had the Widowmaker burger. I still haven't gone to Chili's to get the Boss burger.
I was thinking about
but like, I did not doubt it, Jerry. Jerry, you of all people know that I own up to my farts immediately, especially if they stink. Like, hell yeah, that was me.
Oh my gosh.
Hey, Bailey has been farting lately, though.
Yeah, he does actually have, like, dog tooth.
Yeah. 'Cause he's old. And
they're real.
Yeah, they're bad. And it's because he still has all liquid poop.
Yeah.
Poor little bugger. Yeah, so we did Willie McCoy's, and then I had a cat job to go take care of. So we left Willie McCoy's, we ran to Walgreens.
We have a really exciting life.
Yeah, this was a great birthday. We went to, I thought you'd like to meet a Five Guys.
Oh my god.
No, we went to Willie McCoy's. Because we got some ointment antibiotic for your tattoo tomorrow.
Ooh.
And we got like Eucerin or whatever lotion because I was out of that, so I gotta start that today after my shower. And then we went and got chocolate malts. I'm already like, my vape's hitting me.
I remember you cried out. I was like, "Are you really?"
Yeah, my vape's hitting me. We got chocolate malts. They were amazing. And then we went and took care of the kitty. We came home and we let the dogs go potty. And then I saw that all that money was taken out of my account.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it sucked too because like I was gonna try surprising him by getting on to work earlier, and I kept having like it had the most abnormal Monday for me at my job because normally it doesn't get crazy on Mondays and they're so lame and boring, and it just kept it kept like getting worse and worse, and I was getting angrier and angrier because I'm like I just wanted to do one nice damn thing, and I can't even get on my fucking job. I was mad because I didn't get out until almost 2:30, which there was almost part of me that was like, I have to close the shop in a half an hour. Why do I just stay here? And I'm like, whatever. I was mad. I was very bitter because I was trying to be cool and do something nice and
Yeah. I
like,
started my day off with Bailey like hacking at 9 this morning, so I finally just got out of bed. I was like, yeah, I get to sleep in until like noon if I want to now.
yeah, you had he has you on the schedule now.
Yeah, so he woke me up, took him outside to go potty, and then I came in and I watched Chris Durham's premiere, which that was really good. It was another long. He's when he does his longer videos of him playing the piano, I love it. I love it because I just sit back in this chair.
You really do like listening to this music.
I do. I love it. And so I sit in this chair and I put my feet up in that chair and I just sit back and I listen. And it's just a good way to, in like every Monday, just get up and I can relax to that. So I watched that and then I watched the Johnny O premiere and then I took like a 2-hour nap. So that's been my birthday.
But we're gonna try getting a nicer day so that we can still go out and launch rockets and maybe do some grilling. We're just gonna have to watch for nicer weather and when you also time. And I don't know, I guess whatever ends up coming up afterwards.
Yeah.
Because I like to be able to try to make it you would feel important on your day.
Yeah.
Well, in general.
But I get it. He's throwing me off.
Maybe this is his gift to you.
To just sit and cuddle and make me hot?
Well, to finally not be so freaked out.
No. But, yeah, Jerry is saying, I don't have to claim mine because apparently I show that I'm farting. He does.
What's the... Does he hike the leg?
No. We'll do what Jerry does. I know.
This should be good.
So Jerry will sit there. If he's sitting, he kind of gets this look where kind of sticks his butt up and he goes,
a moment of
and it's the same when he's standing. It just sticks the butt out a little bit and just. But no, Chris. The longer videos they don't bore me. Did you have a cartoon one come out today? Little Wolf? Because I didn't get a notification.
Little Wolf, what's going on with that?
Yeah. Yeah, I don't have a notification. I have Bailey Sarian. I have Glover Moms and Jay's 2 cents. Those are the only notifications that I have right now. You do too, make that face. Okay, your eyes may roll back into your head a little bit more, like. But no, I don't know. He's just. I guess this weird, like, looks up and away and like this weird smile. Okay, because I was gonna say if I missed his premiere, I'd be mad. I didn't get a notification for it. And hello Heat Shield. So yes, I'm gonna show everyone. You do it in front of everyone anyways. And you brought it up, so of course I'm gonna say something. If you want to set anything, I want to set anything.
Yeah, the Tanner trap.
Yeah. Pressure ulcers on your cheeks? Wait, what? Oh, is that? I think I know what he might be talking about. I'm not gonna bring it up here unless he wants to bring it up. But he brought up pressure ulcers on his cheeks. So, and yes, Jerry, you do. What? Ballon. I got some ballon. Red and purple are my skydiving colors, and those are the red and purple. Purple and green, because red and purple, yeah. Purple and
that
green.
pen is hitting you.
Yeah, it is hitting me. Ooh, red source. That's fun. Yeah, those are my skydiving colors, black, purple, and green. Not black, purple, and red. Black, purple, and green.
He's changing.
Yeah. And so those were the balloons that were given to me for my birthday from Jerry and I Fly. Oh, that is okay. Jerry just dared me to get video of him the next time he's doing that.
Oh no!
The thing is, do you know how much security footage there is at iFly of him doing that he could very easily pull up the security footage right now and send it to me, because it's probably within 10 minutes of each other of each time it's happening.
I think
no.
I think it's a dangerous weapon to wield, because I feel like all of you guys are really goofy at that.
Oh God, yeah.
There's so much footage.
Like there's, I don't know if she'd get mad at me for telling it, but it's funny. I think she told her Megan's in there in the back eating a sandwich. She's just dancing away. She drops a little bit on the floor. She's like, whatever, 5-second rule, picks it up, eats it, does a little jump. Just keeps dancing. It's like, oh yeah, this camera can dance away. She just like drops a little bit, picks it up, eats it, jump turns. It's just like, I loved it. It was awesome. I just
You just got your steps in.
raised the step count just from doing that.
What? I see.
See that? Like, you can follow it down. Follow my hand. Oh, it went away. So it'll probably start up here. You can follow it down. Yeah, look at it. Look at my fingers. Watch it.
Look at my fingers.
Where's that? It's still high. You can follow it down. I don't like it. Oh, it was just at my eyes. Something it's maybe it's the setting with there that I didn't. You know, Megan's clip. He'll pull that one. That would be. You know how like Jerry could have the best YouTube channel.
Just him leaking
Just putting footage. And it doesn't even have to be of the instructors. It's just like we had another little kid running around the tunnel really fast. Forgets that it juts out for the driver's booth and antechamber that's still glass, so they're running around the tunnel. Boom! Right in the glass they go.
I would love
and fall over and just starts crying, and you feel so bad, but it's just like they're just like ha ha ha, and bam, big old pane of glass right there.
I would love to see that.
And I know why they call it glass pane.
Was it window pane?
Yeah, window pane, glass pane.
Who are you? Eminem sings in the song.
No, does he?
He referenced that.
Which, yeah, you'd probably lose your job.
Let's get a surname.
You gotta blur out the iFly. Well, no, because then it's a wind tunnel, so it'd be. But anyway.
So you're in Dubai.
Yeah. God damn it! I was just gonna say something. Take me to your best friend.
Feature the armpit.
God damn it, I was gonna fucking say something, now I forgot already.
It's not my fault.
Talking about the tunnel and the dad jokes already started. So age 41, and it's like, oh, the dad jokes get even worse.
Yeah, you're
the more into 40 you get. And so we're driving down the road, you know, by the wilderness. See, look, there it was following my hands as I was doing it. Watch it on here. You'll see it follow my hands a little while.
Alright, I'm watching.
Yeah. So
I see it.
we're driving down the road, and
I don't know if you want to keep making
right, there's
gesture.
It's better than this.
Maybe they're off to the side at an angle.
So we're driving down the road, and we see a little sign, and it says "Slow Turtle Crossing." And there's like, you know, no comma or anything. So I just look at Chase and I said, I don't know of any rapid turtle crossings. And he's just like, oh my God. It's like, so I don't know why you need to like clarify that it's slow turtles, because the rapid turtles apparently they do exist somewhere.
You know, I know it only begins here. It only gets worse. And we'll find a way to make it through.
I had a turtle once. He was actually fast. I named him Killer.
Is this real?
Yeah.
Okay.
I thought I told you this before. I thought I told these people before. No, I had a red ear slider, and it was the reason why I call them killers because I had like a little. It was like an aquarium that was split, and there's a specific name for it where it's like like you actually have a little cliff section where he can swim in water, and then over here it's land, and it would eat goldfish, feeder goldfish, and then it could feed other stuff. But like I would buy 10 feeder goldfish, and I'd put them in the water section, and he'd eat like 8 of them within like 3 minutes.
Yeah.
Like he would snatch them and like he would, they got like the sharp beak, whatever. Chopped like one in half, and the front half of the goldfish is still trying to like swim. Its upper body is still like sitting there, and its back half is gone. And he was brutal, but like I'd put him on the ground, and he'd be gone.
Really?
He was fast. He was a fast little turd. I should have named him no. What should I have named him?
Flash?
Like Roadrunner or something.
Oh, Roadrunner.
Yeah, Flash would have been good, but I thought terrariums were just kind of like the very humid, like a very humid, just little display thing. I didn't think it was like the half water, half land thing.
I think it might just be like a umbrella term for that. Or having like specific settings.
Right.
I don't know.
Slow children. Yeah, slow children at play. I mean, should there be a comma there? Should be slow, comma, children at play.
Okay.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. Shouldn't there be a comma there?
I don't think signs that deal with the road are great for the grammar.
No, I'm not great for the grammar, but whatever. Jerry, see, this is some stuff I don't want to see online just because, like, because Jerry is of the Hispanic descent, so normally he would say a joke about why are you picking that name? Is it because of Hispanic descent? But yeah. So some things you can say with joking with my friend who's Hispanic, who usually says his own shit. Same like me being gay and making gay jokes of myself and of Jerry and what was it the other thing we said today too? We're sitting in there.
I make gay jokes at straight people.
That's hilarious.
It's my favorite.
But we were sitting there. We were sitting at the gear counter. I always peel these off when I'm like drinking them. I don't know why. Yeah, I can say that because I'm gay.
Because gay.
Yeah, because gay. But we're at the gear counter. Said something, and it was like we both were like, yeah, because we're homos or whatever it is. It was hilarious. Let's be honest, most children are slow.
Well, when facts
you ain't wrong.
So I know where there's not a fight in that statement.
Yeah. Are there straight jokes?
This is my only answer to that. There's winners and the rest of them. So no.
Well,
no.
Let me throw that. I just say breeders. Fucking breeders. I can be straight up joking. Is that your hype sound?
That's all I got.
Trump is a straight joke. That's a good one.
Yeah.
That's good.
Well, yeah. I got called daddy for the first time at my job. This is where my emissions are. And it's because my drag mom.
I just like that. I mean, they're slower than my car.
That is great.
But anyways, yeah, you started getting called daddy.
Well, because my drag mom now works with me. She's my subordinate. In case she ever listens to this. Sometimes
so she's your mom, that's your subordinate.
Y'all love that. Y'all love that word. And she just decided to just pop off today. She decided to really...
She decided to pop off.
She was popping off.
That's how you know you're part of the youth.
Listen here. Let me tell you, she was going in. She was popping off. She was letting me have it. She was going wild. She was wilding out. And it was too much. She even called my boss, whose first name starts with an M. She goes, "Oh, for M, Daddy?" And I was like, "I don't need you to ever talk ever again." And then she made a joke about Grindr to our one of our Christian coworkers, who we never thought would have ever gotten it. She knew, because the kids know these days. Mm-hmm. And she made it to our guy who we just call him the printer, but he has a name. And he didn't get it. He didn't know what was going on. It was just a lot. It was a lot. Today was a lot. It was a lot for me. Yeah. I was also very overwhelmed because I figured out a show that I told everyone up north who lived in Minneapolis I was going to be at this Thursday. It's not until next Thursday. But I'm getting that bar, people. Get the patrons. Go to Blackheart in St. Paul. I love that bar. I'm sorry.
Yeah, they changed my name to Sir Leather Daddy in the Four Swordsmen. Because, I just emit Leather Daddy.
Well, I'm the one with the harnesses and the choker.
Right, so you're Leather Daddy.
No, because I'm baby.
Is there a Christian Grindr? If there's not, there should be.
There is, what is that? Christian Mingle.
FarmersOnly.com?
Farmers Only.
Yeah.
I did have a friend who used Christian Mingle, and she said she met some of the worst guys.
Oh, I believe it.
She said they were just
all entitled.
Well, she said they're all extraordinarily misogynistic.
Yeah. A Christian Grindr. I mean, there might be like an old historic
softball practice maybe.
No, I was gonna say like torture machine that they called the Christian Grindr.
Probably.
Because Grinder's not spelt like the app, so that's not what he means. He means like a grinder, like to grind.
Oh, or like your weed, put a Christian sign on there.
Yeah.
Grinding your weed.
Yeah.
Because God's by your side when you're grinding your weed. I guess
you're Baby Daddy.
No, Baby Boss. That was my movie.
Yeah.
I'm Boss Baby.
Yeah. Boss Baby. But I think that only lets you look for opposite sex on Christian Mingle.
Probably.
Yeah.
I can only imagine.
Christian dating app called Nailed It.
I wish.
See, that's more proof that Jesus was gay. First, he's like, I want to get nailed to this cross for everybody to see that I'm fabulous. Plus, it's a piercing. How cool is that? No one has their hands pierced. It'd be fabulous. And then after he was up there for so long, he's like, fuck this. I'm going to go in the closet, and I'm going to totally try to find a way to make my huge coming out. But they didn't really have, good closets, so he went into a tomb because it's more dramatic. And after 3 days of primping and prepping, he swung that stone aside and said, "Here I am! Praise me." Because isn't that pretty much every gay guy? Praise me. You gotta worship me.
Listen, there's a difference though, because
and then you gotta look up to my daddy in the sky.
See,
because daddy brought me here, and daddy made me fabulous.
Wow.
Zero gauge, Joseph. Zero gauge.
Listen, I'm not like other gays. Because I actually do get praised and paid for it.
Yeah, you go up on stage and you primp and prep and be like, look at me, give me money.
I know.
I just...
Get out. I'm taking this over. Listen to this video over here. Yeah, but no one gave that to me. There's no daddy up here in the sky. I look at myself.
Well, I mean, you are the original Eve, so there's some sort of daddy in the sky that created.
You weren't there. I was. It's a different story.
Oh my God. You nailed the shit out of your knee. Wow.
Oh wait, no, I did worse when I was up north. I went to go do a spinning jump split. And I didn't gauge how close I was to these set of stairs that normally brings you down. And there's this guy sitting there because he was just so into the show. And I go there, and he immediately is like, and I realized that like where I would be like sliding my front foot would be right where his legs are.
Oh no!
And so I don't know how I did it, but then like normally you do a split, your knee should never connect to the ground. And so there's my foot and then my knee connected afterwards. I was like, oh, so happy about it. But I didn't kick him. I stopped myself. That was terrifying. Also because I was in an aisle. And so on each side of me are people in chairs.
Yeah.
And I went to go for it just instinctually. And mid-jump, I was like, I made a really dumb choice. Did I land this wrong? I'm kicking everyone.
Like Butters on South Park, he's doing the tap dance competition. Picks some shoe off, and it hits the lights, and it falls on a bunch of
kills everyone. Sometimes I thought I was him at that point. I was like, I'm going to hurt everyone.
Final destination, drag show. It's like a jump kick, and your head's gone, and oh my god. What for?
There's a lot. That was a lot for me. That was my big thing. And then
cheeks hurt.
My drag daughter Gemini was like, yeah, I watched the whole thing. And I went, that was weird of you.
Yeah, it was weird of you. I got this new vape thing. It's the Morph 2. It's bigger than I was expecting. It's kind of a chunky monkey.
So big.
Yeah. So now my other one's coming in the mail. Final Destination 6.9. When Daddy's at that.
You know. Also, the owner of the bar, his name is Sean, and in a lack of a better term, he is a leather daddy, and so everyone calls him Daddy, and so no one's like, oh, and thanks to the owner Sean. They're always like, where is Daddy? And they're just yelling it on that mic, and everyone looks for him, and he's so happy with himself on it.
He eats it up,
and it's inescapable, I feel like. Now that it's in my workspace. I'm being terrorized. Gay terrorism. Here it is. Someone clip that.
It's the gay mafia out to get you.
And it all starts with Betty.
The final daddy.
I don't... It is a hostile takeover. I don't know what to do with it. I can't combat it. It's gonna happen one day. It's gonna get me, like a zombie, like apocalypse. I'm gonna come home and I'm gonna start calling you that.
Yeah. I'll be like, "What's up, Daddy?" And I'll just fart and walk away.
Just like my actual dad.
Dodgeball. That's one I've seen bits and pieces of Dodgeball.
You've never seen the full thing?
I haven't seen it all the way through.
Oh my god!
Back when I worked at the airport, and I would only get to watch like half hours at a time.
I like that movie.
Yeah, it is.
I enjoy that.
You can dodge a ball, you can dodge a wrench. That's what he says. Chucks him at him.
You dodge a ball. If you can dodge a car, you can dodge a ball. And it pushes him. But he also does throw a wrench at him. And God, I do love that.
Daddy Daycare takes on a whole new meaning.
I don't want to know the porn parody.
I would almost guarantee there's probably a porn parody called Daddy Daycare. Yeah.
Gay people.
There's probably
they're rotted.
There's probably a bar or some sort of like hot like what do they call them where you can legally get like people for sex, like in Nevada.
Oh yeah. You're thinking about like a brothel?
Yeah, like there's probably a brothel called like, the
Final Daddy.
Daddy Daycare.
Daddy Daycare. I hate that. Well, fun fact: the main club.
Give your papa a kiss.
Oh my God. The main club at which I perform at, called the Main Club. Back in the 80s. I know. I always said I want to explain that to people. So I always call it like my home bar and stuff like that. So I'm like, okay, no, the Main Club, the name, the Main Club. In the 80s, it was a gay leather daddy biker bar. And basically, if you went in there, you knew you were getting sex on stage, at the stairwell, and it's not a big place.
Yeah, no.
So it's happening everywhere.
Yeah.
And so, yeah.
Wow.
History. I'm enjoying the arms up.
You never got me one of those.
One of what?
The little onesie thingy. And I was like, oh, I like that. You're like, oh, you want one? And you never went and got one. I don't want it now.
Well, I did look one day, and they only had the gray left, and they only had mediums. And you would need something a little taller, else you would have a moose knuckle in the front.
Oh, yeah. I'd have a really bad one. Blue Oyster from Police Academy.
Should we Google this or not Google
Nobody
this?
makes me bleed my own blood. That one's from Dodgeball. There's 2 rye.
Oh, I get it now. I was reading that. I was like, rye bread?
Not spelled like rye bread.
But I think about rye bread often.
Why? Why rye?
I like rye. I like bread.
Why ask rye?
Rye.
Try rye.
Rye not. Take a crazy chance.
We don't have a sponsor today.
Shut up.
Today's stream is brought to you by Fleet Farm Sour Cherry Balls. Sour cherry balls. Put them into your mouth, make a weird face.
You that pen really did hit you.
It did.
Can I try this? I've never had one of these. I'm trying it.
You don't drink soda. New gay book. Catcher in the Rye. Catcher in the Eye. The brown eye.
Oh, that's so nice.
Isn't it?
That's nice.
Oh, I'm not gonna do that one. I do that voice way too damn good.
You do.
I do it way too good.
You know, I've been drinking this margarita thing. I'm not gonna lie, it does not taste great.
Well, it's in a can.
Canned stuff can be good. This one just tastes mostly like tequila.
Chocolate starfish.
You do it so well. Roast beef. Yeah, it just tastes like it feels like cheap tequila.
Well, for one, it's warm. You should have poured it over. Oh, I don't think I have a frosty mug in the freezer.
Yeah,
If I had a frosty mug in there. Oh, it was warm. And then even that one tasted like a woodshed. Like there was a hint of woodshed.
Well, I didn't want to get up yet because I could just drink the ciders.
Oh,
I've been sipping on it because I didn't want to waste. So I'm like, these are not.
That is nasty. That is some, like, usually tequila and me are okay. I'm not okay with that.
I will say I've had
that was
did much worse.
Gross. Malort was better than that.
That you take that back. That isn't
Malort was better than that.
Let's not lie to the people.
And I had a full shot of Malort. I had like a quarter sip of that.
Wait, isn't that Malort? Isn't it the stuff that's intentionally supposed to taste bad?
No, I don't know. It's just, what is it? A whiskey? And like when I was out in Chicago, like everyone in Chicago, like I guess that's like the thing you do when you're out there.
Yeah, it's like intentionally bad.
And they were like, here, take a shot of it. And then they're like filming me to get my reaction. So I'm like, glunk, and I'm just like,
no.
And they're like, what the fuck? And I was like,
it reminds me because I met he was crowned Malort King, and he was at the bar on Saturday because he took 10 consecutive shots of it because it's produced to intentionally be bad, taste terrible.
Yeah.
And so there is a little thing that happens at a certain bar where you can be crowned Malort King or Queen.
Huh. So like, whatever. Yeah, I do have those still marbles we should put in the freezer sometime.
Otherwise gonna buy those. Just find them online.
Yeah.
This has been a weird time.
It has been a very weird time. This should have been a Monday Mayhem stream. I mean, I know it's Monday for us here in the US, but
Monday.
But it was instead the start late birthday stream because someone stole over $1,000+ out of Tanner's checking account.
Woo!
Yeah.
But it only gets better. because the money's gonna come back to you.
Yeah, actually, I should see if it kind of maybe reversed already.
You know, it's been a weird day, and we've had both very intense weekends. I think it's okay.
Yeah. No, still at dead zero.
But you're not alone in this. You can do it.
Ended up screaming limes at 65 miles per hour highway on tequila. It's definitely not to be had 2 bottles at a time under a bridge.
That is
Jesus
very
Christ.
specific. Okay, all right. Now we know.
Yeah.
Don't do that.
Yeah.
See, normally, like, when I'm in a show, I don't drink while performing, or if I do, I need to have, like, a gin soda, because it tastes strong enough that, like, I won't drink it faster, because sometimes I will mindlessly sip.
Mm-hmm.
And then with the soda water, I can still stay at least mildly hydrated if I can't get water, because I usually get water and that. And if I can't, and you can't tell the difference, like, if whatever one's around. Because it's a packed bar, so people just take drinks sometimes.
Yeah.
And then afterwards, I'll just switch to tequila, because then usually I have a beverage or two, and then I'm, like, feeling good, but it's not too much. It's my strategy.
Not too much.
I think about these things, because I don't want to get, like, gross hammered in drag. Unprofessional.
Yeah. It's a little bit weird, isn't it?
Well, also because, like, you lose stuff.
Ooh, I want a beef stick.
Beef stick? I'm gonna go grab one of my ciders instead of this nasty stuff. You want a beef stick?
It's gross, yeah. Just bringing the whole thing out.
Thanks for everyone for staying with us during this.
Yeah. Very weird. That was disgusting. That was a terrible experience to add on to the day of people taking money out of my. That stupid thing is gonna drive me nuts seeing that line. It's gonna drive me nuts. I gotta figure that out, because my GoPro should not be doing that. But I get a new rocket tomorrow. There was the one that I destroyed last year. I think I showed it in the last stream, and that one's gonna be coming tomorrow, and so I'll probably start building on that one and get it done, hopefully. What are you doing?
Yeah, beef stick.
Just bring the whole pack over. Beef stick. But yeah, I wanted to go get rockets launched today. We got to do it, because I want to get videos up for that too, so I can put that online. I got to get some videos from work to make another. No, he was like sniffing the whole way over here. Get more stuff from like work of like flying skills. I think my head up in face carve is starting to look a little bit better, so I want to get that posted. Oh yeah, that's right, in the way, because I was being a little piggy. Chase loves these things because he got. So there are these Wenzel's Farm beef sticks that you get from Fleet Farm. So that'll be the second sponsor for tonight. Wenzel's beef stick. Put that in your mouth and enjoy. He got a honey cured ham one that he was surprised that it tasted like honey ham.
You just never know. Sometimes you feel like
that honey ham stick that he was amazed that tasted like honey ham. But you are right. Sometimes they don't taste nothing like what they claim.
Disappointed in life by product, and like
what's it made out of? Ham?
God, I hope so.
This is the beef and cheddar beef stick. I don't know if it's made with Wisconsin cheddar or the Minnesota one.
Fresh ham.
Yeah, there you go. Honey ham.
But like, remember we talked about it, like sometimes it's some things they'd be like bacon flavor, but it's like made with bacon.
Right.
Don't lie to me, world.
This is a beef and cheddar one made with actual beef and cheddar. And the beef and bacon one is made with actual beef and bacon. Those are the first two ingredients, so it is weird.
I think you should just do reviews now.
We're going to review all of Fleet Farm's snacks.
Amber, you have to invite your aunt, Amber. Here it goes. Here we go.
Fleet Farm lightly salted cashew halves and bits. Pop those in your mouth and taste that salty goodness. nuts may vary. Some nuts may vary.
Nuts may vary. How quickly you said that.
Boy, my desk is just a big mess of
snacks.
Snacks. It is. Like, Fleet Farm roasted and salted almonds. It's like this whole top is just snacks. It's Fleet Farm sour cherry balls, Fleet Farm almonds, Fleet Farm cashews, Fleet Farm. Well, these aren't Fleet Farm, but they're from Fleet Farm. Fleet Farm Fruit Chew Tootsie Rolls, and well, this isn't from Fleet Farm. Laxatives.
Just in case. Just in case.
I don't know why they're up here. I think because Monday.
Yeah?
Chris Durham's gonna hate me for this one. Because Monday I had to do it, right?
Yeah.
So like I said, I come in, I sit back to his music or his videos, and I relax. And that had to be the time that I started taking the laxatives. So I remember I took them while I'm leaning back and relaxing, listening to his music, probably preparing myself and making sure for the thunder that was about to come.
You know what?
No, I
when
don't
you
know why.
go in next time to go do this, you need Lemon's like, can you play some Chris Durham for me?
Yeah, no shit.
That'll
relax me.
He said, I don't need to have any sentences, just play the Chris Durham.
Mm-hmm.
And then hand out cards giving his information to the doctors after.
Tip him.
Yeah.
He made me relax. Made your job easier. You better tip him. Here's his Venmo information. Yep. Oh, these are good.
Just slapping.
Just slapping.
Just slapping your meat.
Salty nuts and beef sticks. There's lucky there is video. A lot of double meanings. This is like we're pretty much all double meanings.
Double meaning.
And the lightning strikes.
I saw a friend who lives up north in the Two Harbors region, and she
did it, Garth Brooks.
No, she was showing a map of lightning strikes.
Oh
and
yeah,
there were so many of them. I was so jealous. They are actually having a thunderstorm.
Mm-hmm.
I have not had a thunderstorm yet. I haven't been able to feel like enjoy nature this whole summer.
No, I won't use laxatives for all your videos.
It's his favorite little snack. Just one little pill and leans back.
Just laxative, relax the mind, body, and bowel.
This helps me move through the day.
Right. It preps me.
Oh my gosh. Crush up a little laxative.
Oh. And with my sinuses, it would just make me like
these a lot.
Yeah.
Don't do drugs.
Pot and laxatives. Nope. It was just that day. Not today. Not today, son.
You are so interesting right now.
And you are just tickled pink.
I am.
You're turning into a strawberry. You guys are watching us eat beef sticks and talk. Yay!
Damn right.
Thanks, guys, for being here.
Shits and giggles. Oh my god, that's good.
Half batch pot brownies, half batch laxative brownies. Shits and giggles. Hot laxatives for shits and giggles. That's good. You guys need to market that. Sell it to Fleet Farm, then that way it can be sponsored. Fleet Farm, shit and giggle brownies.
Let's try it.
Clear your schedule and have a good time.
We brought ourselves some buckets just in case.
Comes with a free 16-pack of wet wipes.
Oh my god. Some dude wipes.
Dude wipes. Altered carbon? What's that?
It's carbon that's been altered.
Probably. That's the other thing I've heard too is like, so they've had thunderstorms for 3 days. At one point, the lightning map looked like it was being shot with a shotgun. Like, it's weird because Europe's been like experiencing floods, like hardcore. Germany's been getting hit. Yeah.
Oh.
Germany got hit really, really bad. And then, like, I know Iowa's been getting a lot of rain, too. And it's like, it starts to push toward the cities, and then it just falls apart. Because it's so hot here that when it hits the city air, because we've got, like, that little dome of hot air that stays around us, it just hits it, and it either goes around or it falls apart.
So we're sitting in a microwave. Or like an air fryer.
A microwave. I don't even know how to use a microwave.
Oh, yes.
The babysitter, what's her name from Bob's
I don't even know what bath time means.
No. I don't know how to use a microwave. I don't know what bath time means.
I have no chemistry with children.
Right. Hello, Microraptor.
No.
Thank you. Good to see you.
No, not the German.
What do you like? You're snacking now too. He's going everywhere to get everything.
He's mad.
Yeah. But yeah, Germany's been getting hit hard.
It's a weird world we live in.
I haven't watched any of the Olympics. We don't have cable here. We got rid of cable, so we have strictly just internet, and then we got Netflix and Hulu
and Movie Hub.
Well, I think Peacock was available through PlayStation. I don't know if it was free or not. But I think we do get it through at least having the Wi-Fi, because the opening ceremony is what I want to see. I'm more interested a lot of times in the opening ceremony and the closing ceremony of the Olympics. But I saw that like the U.S. was the first gold medal winner of the Olympics was a U.S. athlete. I think it was a swimmer or some shit. And then what's her name? Is it Gabby who is the gymnast? They showed a clip of something she was doing, and it was like, holy shit, because they put it into the instructors only Facebook page.
Mm-hmm.
And they're like, yeah, she exceeded the high flight limit with one of her like flips. Like jokingly.
There's like she actually got that high.
But she does get pretty high. It was crazy. They probably do it on YouTube. But now I don't know if I can go back and see it, because they're so picky on that stuff being replayed or put on streaming services and stuff. So
it's so hard.
I mean, did anyone see the opener? Was it even good?
Yeah.
Because like typically the openers are like what I love watching the most. Well, no, that like I said, the Winter Olympics I like a lot. I watch a lot of stuff in there, but I do like the openers because usually it's like kind of something just very different, but then it gives a history of like that country that they're doing the Olympics in, and then whatnot, and yeah.
There's a gymnast, I think, isn't she? She's in her late 40s, and she's also in the Olympics right now.
Really?
She's for a gymnast.
Yeah, young.
Super young.
What do you keep sniffing around for? What are you looking for?
Oh, we got the snacks. He's just hungry.
No, yeah. Well, he already ate. But I saw that there were some clips being played at Willie McCoy's when we were there. They showed a little bit of the swimming, a little bit of the gymnastics. They showed some of the martial arts. I should watch badminton. It gets so intense. It's crazy watching badminton.
I love badminton.
Yeah,
I can be intense in badminton.
I used to like to watch women's volleyball. There was the two women from the U.S. that were really goddamn good, and they were in the Olympics quite a while.
Wasn't
quite a few times.
The beach volleyball? I think I read something today where the women are trying to like they're getting fined for it for not wearing it, but they're
not wearing a bikini.
But they want different like outfits for it, and they're getting in trouble for not wearing the. I will say this, anyone can be comfortable with what they're wearing. Those are tiny bikinis.
Yeah. It was like there's so and so is getting fined, but I didn't think it was from the Olympics. I just thought I saw somewhere else where it was like they're getting fined for not wearing bikinis for like, and it was like volleyball, but they called it something else.
It's like beach handball or something like that.
Yeah, like that's what it was, like beach handball, and it was like, so you're finding them because they're not wearing a bikini. Like, do you think it's because of some sort of performance enhancing? What's the point of that?
Well, because you see the men's uniform, and they're tight jersey shorts, but like they are down to the knee.
Yeah,
and then they're wearing tops, while like the women are wearing like scraps.
Practically nothing, yeah.
Which, in some essence, I get the concept of wanting to keep the breasts in the area that they need to be.
Yeah.
But at the same time, like, these guys are wearing loose clothing that's breathable, while they're wearing like these tight-fitted products.
Yeah.
And so it's just...
I'm gonna quick say goodnight to Jerry. He's gonna be at work early in the morning because they're doing plenum cleaning. Which there was a ton of sand blasting in my face on Sunday, so maybe good that they're... But this one kid, before he goes by, he's like, "Why is there sand in my shoe?" And I'm like, "I don't know, why is there sand in his shoe?" And so his mom takes his shoe over to the trash can, and like a fucking like sandbox fell out of his shoe. So I can only imagine what was in the other one, and it probably got in and like... Because, like, one hit me a little bit in the eye. It came under my helmet and got me in the eye a little bit. I was like,
oh,
and it happened during a high flight when the wind got turned up.
The best time.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, good night, Jerry.
So, good night to you. And thank you for the birthday wishes.
Yeah.
I need to sneeze. And Pohammer, thanks for stopping by.
Hello.
Yeah. Spandex for all.
There's a drag queen where she was telling a story about, like, a drug addict, essentially, that she saw down the street that came into her shop. And the addict goes, she pulls her pants down and she's wearing, like, spandex, like, leggings. And she goes, "Spandex is a right, not a privilege." That's all she said. So when you saw that, that's all I could think about.
Make him wear banana hammocks. Yeah, the mankinis.
They're
Make the men wear that.
They're gonna end up kneeing themselves in the
They're gonna
biblical.
pour at it around with the hair just sticking out the sides and stuff.
They're gonna get gel and they're gonna like end up doing like little designs in the hair.
Braided. Or like you said last week, you know, if they just do dreadlocks. But banana hammocks will not look cute on these older gentlemen. Well, they're not daddies, they're granddaddies.
We've seen them at Pride.
Oh yeah.
Because they're always there.
Yeah. I keep smelling like fart. So unless
you
it's
don't know
something
what to
that
tell
comes
you
in from the air conditioner right there, but
I have not passed gas.
It just only happens every so often. Put some air from your old derriere.
Yeah, I have not let it set free.
All that air from your old derriere. Come on and set it free. Because parts are liberty.
Christ.
Night chair. Oh, look, there goes the line. See, there goes the line.
Oh my god.
Down it went. Bye-bye, line. Tiny captain in the house. I've only had one drink. I was like, oh, let's drink and do a long stream. I don't know what we would talk about. I don't know what we do. I don't know.
Do you want to call it good?
I don't know. I'm just saying I don't know where we go from here. I don't know what we continue to discuss. I don't know if there's a topic we want to talk about.
I don't know. Is there something that's been...
I shaved my legs. That was weird.
That was the funnest thing for me. I know it makes sense. But my favorite thing was being like... Because I remember I was at a show when you were doing it. And I was like, oh, hey, how are you doing? And you're like, oh, just shaving my legs. It's like, oh, he was prepping his calf to get tatted. And I just remember I came back and I was like, oh, he shaved the whole leg. He just went all for it. He just dived on in.
So I started to shave, like, the back of my calf. So that way I could get ready. So just so, because, like, I don't know, I heard something like, you know, if you can shave it the night before, one, it helps your tattooer, but two, your skin might not get as irritated because not only is it being shaved, but now it's getting tattooed. And so I shaved it, and then, so it looked, my legs were, one is like, you don't realize how hairy your legs are until you get rid of some of the hair on your leg. And I was like, wow, that looks stupid as shit. And I was like, the other thing too is like, I didn't know if Saniderm was going to be used or, you know, like the old pads with the tape. So, right. So I was like, that looks stupid. So I was like, well, if the tape gets wrapped around, I got hair on the front of my leg on my shin. And so it's going to hurt to pull the tape off if I don't shave it. So I shaved that. And then I'm looking down and I'm like, well, my one leg is shaved and my other leg isn't. This really looks stupid. And I was like, not only that, but now there's a clear, distinct line at my kneecaps because my kneecaps are hairy. So it's like a distinct line of where there's suddenly no hair and there is hair. So it looked like I was wearing hair shorts.
This is such chaotic.
So I was just like, screw it. I'm just shaving the whole goddamn leg because it looked too weird to have just one chunk. And the other thing too is I didn't know how big the tattoo was going to be. I didn't know if I was going to have it smaller, bigger. The size is perfect. And so I was like, I started shaving like, okay, well maybe it's bigger than that. So yeah. So I just got rid of all that. So I was like, every so often, like I'd reach down and I'd go to scratch on my leg, or like if I just put my hand there, it was like it felt like I was touching a stranger because it's just this super soft, smooth leg that I was like, oh.
Imagine you sitting in a chair going, oh, who are you?
I'm not that weird. I may be weird, but I'm not that weird.
Okay, well, fine. Someone finally dropped.
Don't worry, I'll just shave Chase's neck tonight before we come in tomorrow.
Okay, all I think about that is that good night, tiny captor.
Good night.
All I think about on Family Guy was like, you shave a man's back and he'll purr like a walrus. Yeah. Now when I feel the razor hit in the back, I'm like,
then he's gonna start laughing.
Gonna hack my neck. He's like, can't do it today. Oh yeah, I'm getting a tattoo tomorrow, everyone.
You want? Yeah, tell him what it is.
So I am getting.
Well, you were like,
let me get on in here. And I would like to mention, and just for a quick second, for Minnesota Menace. Oh, it'd have to be a mallard. But I am getting it's a candle. It's a lit candle, let me be specific. The lit candle with some brilliance coming off of it, and it has prairie thistle growing out and around it. And had it for me, I think I'm sometimes on a similar level with you with spirituality and stuff like that. It's just for my own personal meanings.
Yeah.
And so it's kind of like no one can diminish like the light that I provide for myself in my own life. And I believe it's Scottish culture. Prairie thistle is representative of royalty and of your highest crown, and is something that is seen as a gift, but is also protective because of that. Because it's so gorgeous and stunning, and it stands tall, but then also in the purple crown that it has, but then also because of the thistle that it bears. Shows resilience, strength, and protection, and so I'm getting it to protect the light that I have lit.
There you go.
So yeah.
And then
also I enjoy florals a lot, and for me in my childhood, when it was in probably a nicer portion of my life in my childhood, we always had plants around the house, and so sometimes when I reflect on nicer times in my childhood, I think about a lot of the plants in my life because they were very important.
Yeah.
Like my father has a tradition where wherever he goes, he will always have roses because it's his favorite flower and is something that he's always able to lend to. He even goes out and talks to his roses.
Yeah.
And some of my nicer memories are also being out on the prairie because I live near prairie land, and there was prairie thistle, and it was always there, and I just thought it was gorgeous. So it's just. Florals mean a lot to me, so it just makes me think of kinder times.
Well, and then purple kind of being like a higher color too. So
yeah, being like
a good spot. Yeah. And then Minnesota Menace had some good ideas.
Yes, he did.
Go along with it, to kind of help it pop a little bit. So I'm excited to see.
Barely know how to talk to an artist.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'm so scared to show my suggestions, and both of you are like, "Are you kidding me?" I'm like, I don't know.
We're leaving the house, and I go, oh, did you grab your sketchbook? So that way you can get, like, a consult. And he's like, no, I'll just leave it here. And I'm like, why? I was like, well, I don't want to bother him. I'm like, we're going to be sitting down and talking with him. It's not going to take very long to be like, hey, can you do something like this? This is what I sketched up, something similar to it or like it. and put it on my neck. And he's like, no, no, we'll just leave it. Fine, whatever. And then we're leaving, and he forgot my coffee at his work. So I'm like, oh, I want that coffee. Plus, it's Friday, so it's gonna be in there all weekend, and they're gonna wonder whose it is. And he goes, well, my keys are upstairs. So I was like, okay, well, go grab your keys. And he's like, you want it that bad? I'm like, yeah, I want coffee that bad. So he comes up, and then he comes back out with his sketchbook, which I was, like, glad. And then, yeah, then when we were there, I asked, like, hey, can Chase is, like, looking at something, and Chase is still kind of like, I'm imposing. I'm coming to you with an idea for a job for you. How, you can make money off this. I'm imposing because you can make money off of me. I feel like, really?
Shut up. I overthink a lot of things.
Yeah.
I know for my dad, Microraptor, I would say is probably a softer quality of his. I wouldn't say it's, something, of course, like a lot of people always take gentle with being, weak. But I would say it's one of the softer sides I get to see my father. He shares a lot with me, don't get me wrong, not in the way that he is. But, like, it's a peaceful time for him mentally as well, because he had a very aggressive and intense childhood. And I think for him it's like a very still moment, especially because he has a mind that constantly runs.
Yeah.
And so he just gets to spend time with it.
I like the way Little Wolf puts that. Use my body to make your money. That's good. Because someone did ask, like, what is a unique way that you would describe your job on a resume? And it was for the skydiving tunnel. And it was like, throw people in 100-mile-per-hour winds and watch them struggle. And other people were putting in things, but that would be one for a tattoo artist. Is people give me their body to use so I can make money.
I was watching a poor way of like doing tattoos, and it was pretty horrific, honestly. So basically take a stamp, and you know how it has like the edges on there for the design for when you stamp it.
Uh-huh.
Instead of those edges, it's tiny needles.
Oh yeah, and then just
yeah, and it didn't even do a good job. But like I watched the video, and it's like violently hammering into the skin. What looks like you took like pen ink in a needle and just stabbed yourself with. I sat there, I was like, I don't care if it's a unique experience. I don't think that's great.
Yeah.
Like there was a hair salon where like a guy used katanas, axes, and fire to cut hair.
Oh.
And really it's all just performative. But like I'm like,
right.
I wouldn't want my hair burned off.
No.
Smell, and then
Which earlier, that's what Little Wolf was saying. I forgot to read it. He goes, or Mute said that. Yeah, I never shaved my arms or legs, but burnt all the hair off my right lower leg and forearm once.
If I could have all the hair removed from my body.
We got a laser gun.
We do.
I want to know the story, though. Like, were you standing too close to a bonfire, or did you fart really hard, or
any of them? Both.
He's laying under the covers on his left side. Someone had farted, all the heat rose up, just singed everything.
Were you laying by a bonfire, and then you farted? And
there we go. I don't know. Like, oddly, I like tulips. They're a flower I really like.
I think they're gorgeous, but I think plant life.
A lot of people hate them. I don't know. I like them.
I can't think of the name of them, but they're an orange flower that's really common around here. And usually when they're grown up, like from really tall, like leaf. Not Jesus Christ, I just said leaf. Really tall grass, basically. And I can't remember the name. They're super common. They come back every single year. You could literally like kill them, and they grow everywhere. And some people don't like them because they're like too like wild. They're not like store bought.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Some of the people we live by, when I drive by their houses and when they completely do their lawns, I think about like they look at the flowers they buy. And I'm like, you bought old, like, single-use flowers.
Right.
And you're going to do this every summer. And I understand that some people's passion, like, that costs so much money.
Yeah. After I shaved my legs twice, I was disappointed by the result both times, so I've never bothered after that second time. Yeah.
I used to shave my legs commonly, and my legs never got used to it. So, like, I would always break out. I would always get razor burn, no matter what types of techniques I tried, or, like, tips I would find online or products. It sucked. I hate it.
Yeah, I'm wondering how many ingrowns I'm going to end up with it. But read this one out loud. Read that out loud.
Tony Regime says, at Skydivertanner, the only thing better than roses on a piano or tulips on an organ.
Do. I didn't say it.
I know.
You said it. Why are you shoving me? See, I get the abuse for what you said. A mild explosion was involved. Also, some of the hair off the top of my head on the right side, but it was long, so I just cut it below the singe. Damn.
That makes me
That's sketchy.
I want to know what you look like now. I need visuals.
You've been very curious for a very long time.
I am not the only one curious.
Like,
oh, no.
There was one video mute that you posted in The Swordsman one time. And it was some guy talking, I think, about like an old toy or something, and we both thought it sounded exactly like you and whatnot, and so we're like, this is mute. This is what he's actually doing off to the side, and he comes over here and he acts like he's just got this
just a guy,
like whatever life, like 9 to 5 job, and but in reality he's got like thousands of subscribers on this other YouTube channel because it sounded just like you, and now I can't remember who it was. But
you had that video of your verbal doppelganger.
Oh yeah, my cousin. So you guys have heard my voice now, obviously, through all these streams. But my cousin sent me. She goes, "So this is a weird video. The content of the video is funny and all, but not why I'm sending this." She goes, "I heard it, and this is 100% your voice doppelganger." And I listened to it, and I was trying not to watch the screen, and I was like, I agree with her. From the times that I've heard my voice recorded, I would say this is probably what I sound like. So I'll play it and see if you guys agree.
The average mortality rate was in your 30s. So when your back hurts or your neck is cranked or you just have tummy issues, that's just your body whispering to you, time to go. You're not supposed to be here.
I think the first part of it, the first part sounds more like me, the first few sentences.
Your body starts hurting when you turn 30. Before modern medicine really started taking off in the 19th century.
Yeah. I don't know. I kind of agree with that. There's some things that are different. That is you. That wasn't me.
Yeah, Tanner actually does TikTok. He is TikTok famous.
That's what Heat Shield does. Because I pretend not to be famous so I can find actual friends. Wow. I believe that's what a lot of people do, and that's like I was like, that's what Mutant Donkey's doing. He's got like this channel where he does all this stuff, and then he's just like, you know what? Everyone over here are all fake bitches. And I talk about this stuff, so let's debunk and make fun of people. Make fun of flat earthers.
We're on Team You.
Flurfs.
Flurfin.
Yeah. So that was Mute's doppelganger, but that one I was like, yeah, that's weird.
It is.
That's kind of crazy. Don't pass it on.
I'm trying my best.
I know.
I had an early morning today, so.
You did. Mondays are your early starts.
Yeah, and it was a lot of like putting out a lot of little fires. So it was just
a lot of putting out.
That's the Love Tulips. Do you want listen to the album Blue Lips? Let's find an artist called Toblo. It's actually called Blue Lips.
Oh, I got some Toblo, but not much.
There's almost a joke there.
Toblerone.
Do you know that, like, I've told you this before, but, like, my dad has these people that come from Germany, and they love visiting him. And years ago, when I was a young boy, I remember. Yeah,
kind of true, but still.
Oh my god!
Anyone related to Matt Powell's. But anyway, sorry.
But like, they just loved him, and so they'd always bring just random things to gift him. And one time they brought him. They brought him like 20 pounds of Toblerones.
I love that.
And they put it. My dad just put it in the freezer. We just ate it all winter long.
I love that. I'd be for that.
It was the most random thing ever.
Okay.
There it is.
Voice doppelgangers.
I remember when I was younger, I used to use an app called My Yearbook. It was like a Facebook, but like also slightly like a dating website for like younger people to meet. This is when I was in my teens. And so like that was the way I would communicate to other gay people and just wanted to have conversations. And I remember I like saw someone on there, and pretty much like from like how the hair laid to the nose, the cheeks, everything, him and I looked identical. And it was the weirdest thing. And also helped me realize what I would look like with ear piercings and like barbell and stuff like that. And it was like cool, but it was very odd. I'm like, that person looks exactly like me.
I had a girl in a class the other day. We have to show this video for first time flyers, and she said she had flown before, but I think she said it was like 2-3 years ago or something like that. But in the video at the very end, there's a girl that I'll admit looked kind of like her, but it looked like her from now. And she was like, and I was like, "You okay?" She's like, "I think I was in that video," and I wanted to be like, "No, you weren't. This video is like 5-6 years old. I don't know. It's fairly old, and it's like, and you're like 9 right now, or 11, and the girl who is in that video that might look like you looks exactly the same as what you do right now. So if you flew like 3 years ago and the video's like 5 years old, you would definitely not look like you do, because that would make you like 6 years old.
Yeah.
Whatever. Yeah. But Matt Powell's perfect example of beauty being skin deep. He's kind of cute, but his personality is so awful. That's the thing is, like...
Wait, who's Matt Powell?
He's the one who's got a giant banana in his backyard that he names Dr. Phil.
Oh, that guy.
Yeah.
The gay one.
Yes.
Okay.
The closeted homo. But I can say that because I'm gay.
Okay.
That's gay. I don't see, that's the one thing is, like, now I could never, like, be shown just a picture of him and be like, yeah, he's cute or not, because I already know who he is and what he's like and everything. That the first thing I think of when I see him is like douche asshole.
See that I
don't even think of like cute or not cute or anything, because I know what his personality is, so he's instantly not attractive to me.
Very similar. When I first came out in high school, I had a lot of friends who'd be like, "Oh my god, like, what do you think of this guy? What do you think of this guy?" I'm like, "Well, I know them, and they all suck. They're awful people.
Yeah.
So I don't really care how attractive they are. I think they're all gorillas."
Mm-hmm.
And gorillas are precious animals, so excuse me. They're all idiots, and I don't think that's very attractive by any means. And so, like, I think about that with other guys in the past, and the people see they'd be like, "Oh, they're so attractive." I'm like, "Yeah, they talked to me once when I was in drag, and I think they are the most vapid person."
Yeah. The homophobes, the closeted gay one isn't very specific exactly.
Austin is also sometimes like
bananas, yellow tree decks.
The whole sometimes like the closeted homophobe, I always think is like a gateway for some people to like to create more homophobia in a way.
Yeah. I think, after talking about this bananas, yellow tree dicks, I should file a class action lawsuit against all plant based life, because they are raping me daily through my nose, and causing me great anguish and anxiety with sinuses and pain and headaches. And I do not need plant sperm making their way up into my nose to make me go achoo.
I've been sneezing a lot at work. Also, that's so aggressive.
But there's also a lot of smoke from out west, from the wildfires, so that's been causing a lot of people, like, just respiratory issues in general.
The first night when I told you it could, like, smell like sulfur outside, I, like, definitely had, like, a scratchy throat for it.
Yeah.
Which makes me sad.
Matt Paul has a banana in his back garden. His back garden a euphemism?
It's his Garden of Eden. He'd be familiar with that.
I'm gonna go grab another.
He's getting wild.
Oh, crazy guys! I'm having 2 drinks.
Hi, the plot hole.
Oh, Johnny O's here, and I'm laughing.
You did make it just in time for him to leave. He's getting a second beverage because it's his birthday. He's going crazy for the birthday. Oh my god. The balloons moved too.
They did. Yeah. Here we go. You are here in time. It's still 10:56 Central Time, so we still have an hour and 4 minutes that we can do a little bit of celebrating and having fun and watching the dog try to lick the carpet.
Carpet licking. The profession somewhere.
We should have an official sponsor for this stream. So who's the official sponsor going to be? Can't be this because that's too specific. So do we want it to be the Fleet Farm Sour Cherry Balls? Yeah. Brought to you by the Fleet Farm Sour Cherry Balls. If you want a good snack, go to Fleet Farm and put those balls in your mouth.
Do you want a feature?
You can do the nuts. Let's hear your microphone skills. Your microphone skills, because you gotta learn how to do it.
Shut up. I remember my last show on Thursday before the weekend. I was literally offered the mic, like, "Hey, can you like bring me on?" And I started sweating immediately. I don't know why.
You're goofy the entire stream usually.
I know. I don't know what's wrong with me.
Why, hello everybody! Welcome to the stream. This is brought to you by Fleet Farm Cashews, the salty nuts that you like to pop in your mouth. They say, "Oh Lord, that's just a wonderful time."
That's much better than what I would have said.
Well, what do you have said?
I don't know.
All right, come on, do it.
Stop doing this to me!
Chase can do the nuts. Like, that's not the first time Kenner told you that.
Do you do the nuts?
Sponsored by, yes, I fucking can. I can't do a PhD, Tony. I can't do that. I think Little Wolf's got it right. When you get put on the spot, you freeze.
I don't know why either.
Freeze.
Because, like, I think of it's weird, because at work, if someone, like, was like, "Oh, this person's being, like, weird or harassing," I'd be like, "Great, I can yell at someone, that's easy." Or not yell, but, like, I can be authoritative and argue with someone, that's fine. Why can't I be funny?
As he says all the time, every single stream, "I'm funny.
I am.
I'm great."
I am great. Why can't I be?
It's a control issue.
Shut up, plot hole. Don't get deep with me here.
Right.
I'm just kidding. How dare you be actually answering the question?
All you gotta do is just like when I did when
What you trying to say over there?
When Ambry Atkins diet tells her stories, you just gotta go with the flow.
Well, usually that's what I do with people. Like when
well, these are people. Who do you think these people are?
They're pee holes.
We just lost subscribers. They have people.
That's organic.
Swallow that pride. Swallow it.
That's not what
that's where my next rainbow tattoo's going.
Oh my god. I'm still dedicated to the idea that I'm going to find a classy way to have a tramp stamp.
Oh god.
And I put that down.
I don't like the idea of the tramp stamp thing.
Okay, but it's not gonna be like a tribal tattoo or a butterfly or a sunrise, as I saw from one performer.
No offense to anyone who has a tribal tattoo, star, or sunrise out there.
On your lower back. I'm not reading or judging you at all.
Yeah.
I'm inquiring, though, why you decided to get that.
Oh, he's still here. Uh-oh. Now he's gonna know, like, well, now we know we're doing the next tattoo.
We'll talk about that.
By the time you're done, you are gonna need red for a certain area, because it's gonna be red from everything else.
But what if it's brown?
Oh, God. Yeah, see. Have you seen the band Skittles commercial? Yeah, I think where it's the one where it's the dude, it's the, like, husband and wife on their honeymoon. They're newlyweds, so I think she's in a wedding dress and he's, like, in the tux, and he's screwing her. And then all of a sudden you just see Skittles shooting out everywhere and it says, taste the rainbow.
That's fucking great. Oh, see, Minnesota, we're gonna chat tomorrow.
No, see? No piercings ever go below the waist, and no tattoos or piercings will ever go in the bikini line area for guys, whatever you want to call it.
This makes me think of, I had a dream, and you'll remember this once I start talking about it. I had a dream a long time ago when I first started dating Tanner. And it's gonna be graphic, everyone. In the dream, he showed me his tank. And it was a tattoo of a key.
Oh yeah, that's right.
So anything's possible. So I think of that immediately whenever you say stuff like that.
There's a key on my taint.
And for some reason in the dream it correlated.
Oh, I'm just thinking of getting the tattoo.
I have a friend. I won't say their name right now. Though they wouldn't really care because their name is a stage name. Their name is Doss, based off the German language. They have a tattoo of the word "ouch" with an exclamation point at the base of their dick.
Oh my God! Tainted love, a taint too. Love it. You know what you should do? You should get a tattoo that says "Taint 2" on your taint. I was unlocking his heart with my key taint key. Oh my God.
Isn't there a song in Rent about like light my candle or whatever?
Yeah.
I'm gonna get a candle right at the base.
Oh my God, and then it's no.
What?
Oh,
what?
Yeah, so you have a candle. I'd have a matchstick.
Some people get their wedding banner done. Some people get something cute on their fingers. Not us.
It's a matchstick. Oh, that's great. Don't blow it out.
Do you know what Rihanna once said? She's like, once you blow my candles out.
Oh my God.
It's in her song Cake.
Oh. Yeah, that was good. That was good. And then, what did I saw? Mute said something, no expandable tattoos. There you go. Oh. I don't know if anyone was, I think most people are here, but let's go back to here. Let's do this again.
Oh God.
So we could show people the newest tattoo that I got. Bam! But beautiful, amazing tattoo that I love that Minnesota Menace did. And sorry, blowing my nose.
Yeah,
not on screen. I can blow
you
my
had
nose.
a beverage. You were blowing your nose online.
Look at it. I'm lactating. No, I've had quite a few people already say how like they absolutely love it and have asked for the information, but no, I'm quite literally like I don't know where that dribble came from. I got a dribble on my shirt, so it looks like I'm lactating. Jason decided just to up and leave. That would be good though. But so that's my newest to the body. And I want to get something else at some point. I just don't know what. I feel like kind of like your idea. I feel like I need something on my feet, but I don't know what I'd want on my feet.
In this movie, a long time ago, I do not remember what movie it is. I just remember being a kid and thinking about it a lot. I remember, like, at the end of the movie, there's this whole runway scene, and it's kind of like saying, like, oh, the stylist and the model came together, and they're, like, besties now. I have no clue what it is. I remember there's this, like, whole point where, like, the model comes backstage because she just began modeling, and she's kind of overwhelmed. She's in a really professional zone.
Mm-hmm.
And it's all these people, which this would never happen in the model setup. For their friends who have modeled and stuff like that, this is not how that happens. Mm-hmm. But literally, it's, like, cubicles of, like, people like cutting hair and styling the models, like, so there's no walls. So it's just out middle on the floor, just people. I'm like, that's not what really happens. But there's a guy where he like goes to crack his ankle, and so he's like flexing his foot back and using the ground to push down. And there's a tattoo of a open pair of scissors on the bottom of his foot. I'm like,
that's weird.
I don't know how real that is, and it looks terrible. It looked great, but like,
I wonder awful. What it would mean or why there would be that.
Well, because he was cutting hair at the time.
Yeah.
And that literally was all that matched to it, and then they, like, go on. They're stuck on this blowing thing.
Yeah. And then who was it? Heat Shield that said earlier, I missed it. I missed saying it about piercing on the toe webbing. Oh
my god. No, I can't think of that, because I remember a long time ago when I first started sewing, when I was like 15, I accidentally, like, snipped the scissors and, like, cut open like the little finger crotch area, and I remember like I was kind of shocked out of it, and I remember just being like spreading it and being like,
I figured a shitty place to get tattooed would be the butthole.
I've seen tattoos of that bottom of the foot or the palm. Shitty places get tattooed. Yeah, there's an artist I follow. His name's Eavesdropper, and he sings and he's a model, and he has his palms tattooed. But I also don't know how much work he actually does.
Yeah.
So like, I feel like fading.
He pierced the webbing between his pinky and ring finger once.
Well,
that's but the thing is, you think about like cutting yourself and you get through the nerves and it doesn't hurt. Like, I mean, I had skin divers on my hips, and I loved them. I loved my hip piercings. They weren't dermals.
Is that what they're called? Skin divers?
Mm-hmm. Minnesota Menace would know better than me, but I thought that's what they called them, was skin divers.
I don't know any terms for that, so like I was like, oh, that's a cool name.
Yeah. And plot hole, we'll definitely talk at some point here. I'm not the quickest to reply on Discord anymore. Sometimes I can, but with work I'm usually there like 11 hours, 10 11 hours.
Yeah.
So, and sometimes then I get home and I'm just like, and
there's
I'm
literally,
out and I don't check it.
And there's literally been nights where you and I have like just stared at each other. Golden Girls is playing in the background, and we're both just kind of like, I'm tired.
Yeah. So this is skin diver the slang term then?
Okay, so it's
the great gay bar name. That is a great gay bar name.
Skin divers. I think of the word skinwalkers then.
Oh yeah.
I just think of Native American.
Yeah. But I still have the barbells. Like they're those like weird sea-looking ones.
I don't think I've seen them.
I could go grab them, but I don't know if it'd be worth getting.
You can show.
Where you at?
You show me.
Yeah, I'll show you.
Show me on the side.
It's a funky little thing, but I loved them. I loved them so much.
Well, I remember like we've talked about like your dermals before.
Yeah.
And I've always kind of wanted to get dermals, but because of drag, I can't, because they will get hooked on everything.
Yeah.
It'd be awful.
Well, that's why. I mean, that's why what's lucky with these is I'm wearing the compression gear, so it doesn't get snagged at work for anything. You know, like rubbing over them, nothing. It doesn't bother. It's like, say the dog's claw and they jump on me and they might pull at it or something like that.
Well, see, that's what I get worried about, because some of the stuff I have is so strappy and crosses in varying sections, and when I move, I would just be worried that it'd be like one point where like I do a move and just something moves over.
Okay, well here's the thing: is like you got pretty unique nipple rings in right now.
Yeah, I call them chandeliers.
Yeah, how snagged have they gotten lately? To me, they'd get snagged more than a
honestly, they haven't at all, but usually because I have padding pressed up to them. I did all weekend. I would be like, I would yell like in stores or places, I'd be like, I have chandeliers, I'm armed.
Oh god.
And then Gemini would just cry and laugh.
Single point piercings get caught only as often as other piercings. Yeah. I was like, these really haven't gotten snagged much, and so that's why I feel like my nipple rings have gotten snagged more than these things.
I will say there was
The eye hasn't at all ever.
I always forget you have the eye, so when I rub your chest, I touch it and I go, oh my god. I remember when I first got my nipple piercings, and I was wearing a loose knit sweater of the movie Totoro, if anyone knows. Love it. And I remember I took a confident twist because I was giving like a coffee to someone, and it got caught. And it was the first time I ever really got my piercing caught. Oh. And I like kind of was like hunched, and it was like, ooh, and I just put the coffee on, and then it
almost put you down.
I was like, I like lowered to the ground. I was like, oh my god.
Yeah.
And so I was like, are you okay? I'm like, I can't explain this right now.
It was well, I told you like that when we were staff flying before the wind got turned up, I went and I just laid on the net.
Yeah.
And then Megan jumped up on me, and the wind started to be able to lift us both, but I started to slide forward, so my nipple ring went right on the wire net.
Oh, wait.
Luckily, I'm wearing the suit, so it actually didn't get snagged, but still.
I had a friend. I think it's a great movie. I love it. I had a friend where she had her nipple pierced in high school, and she talked about how she was carrying books one day. And I remember she went to go adjust the book so she could punch them because she's carrying several. And at that point, she caught her nipple ring on one of the edges of the books, and then she was too scared to move them again.
Oh God, yeah.
And so like it kind of just stayed there, and she's like, I don't know what to do.
No. We're gonna say goodnight to Chris Durham. Good night, Chris Durham, and thanks for putting out a great video today.
Good night.
I did like it.
And thank you for stopping by for this lovely man's birthday.
Yeah. Thank you for coming by. 41.
He's made it. He made it.
This is our last year was a good birthday. It was
peaceful.
Yeah.
It was easy.
It was, we launched rockets, we grilled out. That's kind of what we were going to do this year, but for 40 you expect to do something big. Yeah. And, so 41 I'm kind of like, that's why I wasn't all gung ho on about doing something big today.
Yeah.
But it was one of those also though where it's like didn't get to do anything huge for my 40th. So what do we do? So I keep saying 14 backwards. So that's why I was like, well, we could do a live stream. We kind of talked about it a little bit last week about maybe how we'd have drinks and whatnot and come on stream. And so I was like, well, this would be a good way because met all you guys, a bunch of my friends from online and stuff like that, and helped me through, a not so pleasant time of my furlough. And
I will say, you guys, and I'm sure you guys could probably say the same thing back, but you do not know how much you really helped him during that time.
Yeah, it was just not it was just like, what the hell do I do?
I think there's so many points where I was like, well, why don't you go watch a live stream? Because it's turning you to them. I realized how your mood would shift.
Yeah.
It really did a lot for you.
Yeah. So I was like, doing a live stream would be kind of fun because then I get to hang out with the people that kind of, have been in my life the last. I started following more so in October. So would that be 9 months now? Yeah,
so, yeah.
Yeah.
That's weird. But honestly, the whole pandemic time, there's weird things that bring me right back to the moment of.
Mm.
And then otherwise, it's almost like a year blank in my head.
Yeah.
When we were talking one day, because I think it was really quiet outside, I immediately got brought back to when highways were empty.
Yeah, we were taking the dogs for a walk, and it was just a quiet night. There wasn't really any cars on the road, and we're kind of by a main thoroughfare that people go down a lot and
pretty regular.
Yeah, no matter what time of day it is. And we're walking the dogs, and it was probably 7:30, 8 o'clock, and it was just dead outside. It was quiet, no cars, no nothing, and it was it threw us back to when the pandemic first started because when the quote unquote lockdowns first started happening. There was no one on the roads, no one anywhere. It was just dead quiet. And so it was kind of like that, almost whoa, throwback, creepy feeling.
And even someone like me where I worked through all the pandemic. There was a time where I only worked 12 hours a week. but like I still work through it. And even moments like that, it kind of sends a shudder. It's a little like trauma-ish where I'm like, oh, I did not like that time.
Well, yeah, it was kind of a little bit of a.
It's like a reflex now.
It was almost like a, throwback to, oh God, now I got to figure out what to do. You know, like the thought of coming back around again of like, I don't have anything to do. What hobby do I want to get back into? What do I want to start up? How am I going to pass time at home? How long are we going to be sitting around? Type deal. So it was a very weird, bizarre feeling.
Weird.
But,
I am 25, Micro Raptor.
Yeah, we do have kind of a big age difference.
But I remember, like, in the beginning of the relationship, I thought about it a lot, but only because people would point it out to me pretty often. I remember, like, one time, my stepmom willingly, and I love it, I think it's so funny, so I don't think it was mean, but I was like, oh yeah, it's like, Tanner's 40, you know, there's a 15-year difference. She goes, yeah, you've always liked older guys, so I don't care. And I'm like, this is so out of nowhere. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
She's like, yeah, that's just who you are. I'm like, what? This is the first older.
And for me, it was like, you know, I've dated younger and older, and there's been older guys who are 100 times more immature than someone who's way younger and stuff like that. And so when I started to just kind of be like, hey, I'm gonna just find someone, I guess I didn't really care about. I mean, obviously, I cared about age in some aspects.
You didn't want an 85-year-old man?
Well, no, I didn't want like no 18-year-old or something like that, you know. But and I probably went to like there probably would have been a top limit too, but it was just like I'm gonna just find someone who clicks with my life and who's and then that's the other thing is I'm the immature older guy as well. So then that's why it works out perfect because he's more mature than I am sometimes. Even though I have to be the one who kind of calms you down from a lot of shit.
I am such a my mind doesn't stop at a lot of times. Yours doesn't either, but we have different imaginations.
Yeah.
And so like sometimes it's just ideas that keep me up at night.
Well, yeah, so mine with all my thoughts and a lot of things that go on. And hello, Geo Sam.
Welcome, Geo Sam.
41, I remember that. So mine jumps from topic to topic, like these streams do. Like you go back and watch this stream, and we talk on one topic for 2 seconds, and then we don't talk about it again until 10 minutes later after talking about 50 other topics. And I love it. So when I go to bed is like I'm thinking of like, okay, so this is what I'm going to do at work tomorrow, and I want to practice on this, which then leads me to thinking of like, okay, like somersault. Oh, I remember when I was a little kid and I started to learn somersaults. Oh, little kid in North Dakota. Well, my dad had cancer, which reminds me I should go in for my physical and blah, blah, blah. Okay, and then if I go in for a physical, and it leads to all these different weird things that don't tie in. Yours are
it's
like
pure imagination.
Well, that or
anxiety.
you're just anxiety. Yeah, like my eyes don't look right or whatever for a drag show, and it's like they look good, they look whatever. And try to overdo it when you don't need to overdo it or something. And
I'm very
and so that's where I have to calm you down a lot.
Because, like, it'll be like, what should be the order of my music even? Like, what am I trying to tell? What outfit should I wear? Like, even this last weekend, I had a silent one that I conquered by myself, actually. It's very proud. But I was like, because I brought back a costume that I used to wear when I first started wearing drag. I was wearing that Picasso jacket.
Yeah.
And, like, I would wear, like, just a flashy jumpsuit underneath and some heels. And at first I got nervous about it, but then I was like, no, it's okay. People haven't seen this from you from such a long time. It's totally fine. If anything, you wear more of, like, the fetish gear stuff more often, where it's like, if you kind of lean away from that for a tiny bit or changed it up, that would be fresher.
Right.
And so, like, I did it, and it calmed me down. But it's like a little more where I think, I'm just a very big perfectionist to myself. Anyone else could be, like, imperfect. You could be doing things in your life that are kind of hit or miss, and I'd be like, do you want, as long as you're working on yourself. Me, it's the chopping block, baby. Yeah. I said, you're going to lose the tail if you can't swim well, okay?
Mm-hmm.
And that's how I tend to be. Also, I want to go back really quick because Micro Raptor made a statement about like a cool drag persona would be naming, I think it was Elizabeth. And then just like being various looks from varying eras of history. I think that would be great with either Elizabeth or Victoria. and having like various era like statement pieces. I think that'd be so cool.
Yeah.
But then also like when I lay at night, sometimes like I just think of pure imagination, just like different like lands and worlds and existence.
Imagination.
It's really weird because I just like start thinking about it.
Yeah.
Is it really?
Yeah.
South Park reference?
Yeah, when they go to Imagination Land and Butters has to save them all because he's got to imagine Santa Claus, but as they're going to Imagination Land on this balloon, they're like singing the song.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah, very weird. Where the terrorists take over their imaginations.
And then that one is aggressive.
Yeah. A world of pure imagination.
And that's sometimes good or bad. It gets really weird. Like my dreams are really odd sometimes.
You do have weird dreams. I mean, you did have a weird dream of a tattoo, a key on my taint, so boom.
You dream it, you can be it.
I don't want to be a tattoo taint.
Also,
Taint tattoo.
This is the second tiny can. It's a white Russian. It's so cute. I saw a good question.
So, are drag personas' names tend to be on the more normal side, or are they more extravagant?
Both. So, like, prime example, there's a famous drag queen. Her name is Cameron Michaels. As a very person or human name. And that's just what they go by. There's certain performers where their name, there's one named Willem. And Willem's name is Willem.
Yeah.
As a boy, too. And I think sometimes that is in varying countries. They just go by their actual names. And then there's like some extremities. Like, there's a performer that's in the Twin Cities, and their name is Hedda Thrasher. And their name is like, I think, like Tony or something.
Yeah.
Or like mine. My name is Chase, but then my name, which is more of a title or a catchphrase versus being like a name, is The Original Eve.
Yeah.
And
then there's mine that if I was to do drag would either be D Pinu or D Pina. And then what was the other one I had?
Cleetoris.
Yeah, Cleetoris. So the first name Cle, last name Taurus, so it'd be Cleetoris.
Yeah, and that's not a common thing, but it's also like a statement where it's either going to be like, I would say pedestrian name, a real name, campy names that are usually puns or play on words.
Right.
Like there's a queen in our cities, and her name is Anya Deek.
Yeah, Anya Deek.
There was one where before she changed her last name, it was I Need a Labia. And now it's Anita Rivera.
Mm.
But yeah, so there's just so many varying names. A lot of people sometimes I feel like there's certain types of things that are more pageantry. Whereas like stuff like Cameron Michaels or like Prada Diamond or Kenya Michaels. There's certain names that are really common, like Star's a common last name. Diamond's a common last name. Larice is a very common last name. Davenport is a common last name. I don't know why. Because airports. That's all I think of. Yeah. But like there's so many different names varying, but they vary extremely. There's a drag queen in the city. Her name is Mr. Mom.
Right. Well, there's a lot of shots.
A lot of shots, which she does hold true to that.
Yep.
She do love a lot of shots. There's Suga.
Yeah.
Shugana, because she's Jewish, and so it's kind of a play up of that.
Yeah.
There's a drag king, and his name is Tim is a Rocker, which then also his band, who he's the lead singer to, is called Tim is a Rocker, and then his actual name is Timothy.
Yeah. So
it's a play up. It just depends on what you want. Like, I think initially the name I wanted, which I'm so glad I got talked out of it, because this is me being extreme. I initially wanted to be named Noxious Proxy Supreme.
Oh my God.
Awful name. And then there was like someone in the cities. Her name is Oh, Tommy Boy.
Tommy Boy, yeah.
Tommy Boy. He used to say that backstage all the time.
Mm-hmm.
You just hear him. He'd be doing makeup and stuff, and you hear him go, Timmer.
Oh, he messaged me today. Happy birthday. And I was like, I miss you guys.
Oh my God, I missed you.
Yeah. Good friend out here and moved to Chicago, and then they're going to move further west. But I like this right here. Read that.
Skydiver Tanner.
No.
I used to design, build, and sell custom leather. It was a trip. talk to me about custom leather.
Right. I was gonna say, if you want to get back into it, half your business will be right here.
I love to support a local artist.
So he still has some samples. Been a long time. If you want to see some of my old work, he's okay sharing.
I would
look at it somewhere.
I would love to be able to see the old work. I don't know if I can share my Discord. I don't know how to do that.
Yeah, well, I'll go. Where's your phone at? We can put, if you don't mind people seeing your Discord screen name in here.
I don't honestly
Because it would
care.
be, the other way. Now, and then, click, go back. Click on yourself. Oh, wait, here, let's go, boom, there. So that is what I need. The original Eve.
Which I am all the time in conversations with people. I just don't know how to share these things.
So that is, yeah, he's in the server. You guys can add that. But there's also, if you guys want to do adding as a friend.
Also, imagine that the 41-year-old is telling the 25-year-old how to use technology.
I know, right?
It's very backwards here.
Very weird.
My favorite story, I have seen the film Kinky Boots, and it made me cry at the point when, like, she was, like, dancing on the docks because she was really, like, happy with her body and who she was, and a bunch of, like, because one of the main characters is black. And so there's a couple of things being tackled in the movie Kinky Boots. But then, like, she's dancing, she's really happy and fulfilled, and it's a bunch of white people glaring at her, and she just immediately goes back to her shell. It makes you want to cry every single time. Yeah. When we first started dating, there was one time where I was actually coming over and I just hung out at the house. And Tanner has this big fancy TV to me. And he has this remote that has a touch screen on it. And he went, just use this. And he left.
It's a remote.
But he didn't
that literally tells you, watch smart TV, watch cable, or watch a movie. All you got to do is push on one of those and aim it at this general area, and it turns everything on for me.
It's too much.
So you literally push. I want to watch cable.
Where's the clicker?
Cool. And hey, look, it says volume right there on that button. So if I want to turn it up or down, like, this is not a fancy remote. It's a remote.
Like Cheers when they had the clicker. I need the clicker.
Yeah. My old remote, you would have hated even more because that was pretty much all touchscreen. And it had only channel and volume were the only physical buttons on it, and the rest was all touchscreen.
I can't do that.
Yeah.
I am so confused by technology. But no, he was like, he literally was going to work, and he said, oh, here, just use this, and you left. And I was like...
I showed you a little bit. I'm like, you want to watch TV?
It was watching. And it was like
self-explanatory. You look at it, and you literally go, oh, that says to watch a movie. Yes, that's what I want to do. Boom, touch it.
And I think I turned on the TV, and, like, I didn't figure out how to change the channel or to get to other things like watching Hulu, Netflix, and so I just got stuck watching this movie I didn't know for a while. And I was like, I don't know what to do.
That's great.
I panicked.
You did.
I'm so glad I can know how to use a game console.
Which is funny because, like, I got you that watch, and I think you know more or use more things on that watch than I do.
Well, yeah. Sometimes
I got him a Fitbit. But bam!
Except I will say the only sad thing is that, like, I wish there's that charger I showed you where it looked like a Mac.
Oh,
like,
yeah,
early 2000s where it has like the
for an Apple Watch though.
Yeah, it's for an Apple Watch. It's a charging thing.
Yeah, so you put it in the charging thing and it amplifies the screen, but it changes the screen like setting to make it look like an old Apple computer.
Right, and it's like I thought that was the cutest thing in the world, but it doesn't work for Fitbit.
No.
Which, fuck you, Apple. I want that.
Which the newest one. I'm sorry if you guys are Apple people. Or I should say iPhone. iPhone is what I have the issue with. When it comes to, like, you know, an Apple computer, you know, whatever you want. But when it comes to an iPhone, I laugh. Because I've seen the new commercials where it's like, iPhone, now take pictures while you're in a dark. And it's this guy walking around and he's in all these dark areas taking photos. And I'm like, literally my phone from 5-6 years ago when I moved out here had that. That was the thing that they promoted, now dark photos. And I was like, oh, this is kind of cool. Let's check this out. And yeah, it was like dusk time, barely dark out, and there were some deer, and I took a photo, and it like looked clear as day. You could see the deer really well in it, and I was like, damn, that is really good. It was even better than my previous Android phone. But this has been out now for like how many years, and they advertise it as new. Kind of like widgets. When they came out with widgets on iPhones, they're like, here you go, widgets on iPhones. This is the newfangled thing, whatever. And it's like Android's been having that pretty much since they came about, and I just laugh at whenever Apple pushes as something new, and that Androids are Samsung. That was the thing, is it was like my old Samsung phone from however long ago, where they what they did is they unlocked, I think it was all the pixels, because I think for cameras how it worked. Now, guys, help me or correct me if I'm wrong. How it worked is like the pixels in the CMOS or something, it only sensed so much light on so many of the pixels, and they found a way to allow it to sense light on all the pixels in it or something, and so that's why it could do darker time stuff or whatnot. But yeah, and so they've been. It's just too funny.
This is a strong thing. Him and I talk about this on this also often. And yeah, Microraptor is right. My watch matches your clothing, but your watch, where's the tie-dye?
I know, right?
Where's the tie-dye, Tanner? This is very funny. I really don't wear
this. This is me. I like boring, plain things. Like look at my watch face. It's very bland.
It's not true.
And then you look at your watch face, and it's like, no, you gotta go this way with it. This is all fancy and crazy.
You have nice stuff. You have taste. Shut up.
Apple will be the guy that sees you doing something cool, does it himself years later, and brag about it being his. Yes. And, it's just, I just laugh at it. And like I said, I mean, there's some things like Apple computers can do that I think are really damn cool, but I just find it funny when they come out with a new phone and they're like, this is the new fancy thing that has been on many different phones for a long time. Oh. Wah, wah.
Are you kidding me? You donkey. I'm the last.
Yeah.
I'm the last boring thing.
Well, yeah.
I am like, pretty normal.
I like the boring things as far as like...
Don't get me wrong. I'm very normal compared to people. But I'm not boring.
But Chase is funny.
I'm so funny. And I'm great, but I'm pretty normal.
You're funny and great. Come up with a commercial.
I hate you. Stop doing this.
Stop
doing this to me.
What are you doing?
Why do you do this to me? I hate you. It's slightly salted cashews. I'm gonna catch you in the mouth with this cashew. I don't have to do whatever I want. Because it has to be a mallard.
I was gonna say, I'm surprised you're not going. Get some Fleet Farm cashews. They'll put them in your mouth, and you're gonna just enjoy the rest of your day. What are you grumpy about? He's growling back there. He didn't like it.
You have to get 41 spankings.
No.
That's what I have reading.
They were making a joke at work the other day. Saying like how this one guy doesn't have a booty on him.
Yeah.
And so we're like, oh, your girlfriend just gotta spank you more and help it to swell up and stuff. So I don't need 41 spankings because I don't need more of a swelling in my butt than I got.
You can spank my butt
make
more.
That thing jiggle. Yeah.
I need more booty.
Alright. Overloaded his cuteness cup, whatever. Alright. Thanks for coming by, Johnny. Cheers to you. Have a good night.
Cheers.
Thank you guys. I don't know how long we're gonna go tonight. We're 2 hours and 20 minutes in.
Yeah, we're just babbling and gaggling.
We are,
Y'all have really stayed with us.
We have. got 12 of 82, so I'm even. Yeah. I'm odd. Well, no, see, I was born.
You are
7 and, and 80. 80 is a even year, but July is an odd month. The 26th is an even day.
You meant July is an odd month.
But I was born at 1:51 a.m. That's why I'm a night owl. Because at first, like, my mom started to, like, have contractions, and I was like peeked out, and I'm like, oh nope, it's too early. It's too early. I gotta wait.
I'm sleeping right now.
And then finally, I was like, oh, it's dark up there. Okay, I can come out. But we probably should maybe end it soon, anyways. It sucks. It stonks. Yeah. So then that way, because you've been up since what, 6:45, 7 o'clock?
45, baby.
6:45 this morning, and it's 11:35.
Oh, we'll stay until Tanner turns 42.
No, that's a long time. That would be a lot. I would be like, you guys, get a life. Don't stay on here until I'm 42. That's a whole other year. What would we'd be sitting here and we'd just be like,
oh, I would fully just start crafting. I'd bring stuff over and be like, all right.
They'd probably see me scratching my butt. Like, watch the dog come up and lick on my face a little bit. Watch Bailey diarrhea while we're at work. Yeah. But, yeah, maybe we should call it a night anyways, because you've been up early, you gotta work tomorrow still.
Yeah.
And, we gotta get these boys out pottied. And I gotta get my boy out pottied. Oh. Yeah. So yeah, maybe we should call it a night.
Alright. Well.
Because my eyes are getting heavy too, like, between the drink and between the vape from earlier. I'm still kind of like, yeah, but I'm also like, my eyes are ready to go. So, how about we do this, rather than doing the Minnesota goodbye, the Midwest goodbye, we'll just start putting it on the outro, and we'll just talk through the outro like we usually do, and we'll say goodnight to you guys, and thank you very much for coming out and joining on the birthday stream, and watching us be crazy, and watching me have to deal with the Wells Fargo bull crap of someone basically taking my money. Those assholes. Luckily, I'll get it back. Hopefully, I get it back. Mm-hmm. Anyways, yeah, here we'll start playing the outro. Hold on. Turn this down. There you go.
Happy birthday.
Thank you. Yes, thanks guys for coming by and hanging out and making it a good day and making it fun.
Plus, we'll have other events coming up in the week that we can do to kind of make reparations for this crappy weather day.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the weather wasn't bad. It was just
it was hot.
Yeah, it was hot. The winds weren't cooperating for rocket launches. The bank thing at the end of the day did not
help at all.
No.
I don't blame you. I would, like I said, I literally have no idea what I would do with that.
It's so weird. I keep smelling like a fart now and then.
I don't know what to tell you because I am not smelling farts.
It's just a random whiff, and it would be more like Bailey type fart versus a you type fart.
Bailey.
So unless he is farting and it somehow drifts this way, and then the air conditioner blows it real quick. So, yeah. Oh, we got cheesecake in the fridge.
You do.
Came for cake.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
We got cheesecake for me, and then I got butt cakes from.
Oh, he's got
Jerry
cake.
and iFly.
He's got cakes for days.
I'm weird. I like, my favorite type of cake is either lemon cake or like cherry cake. So anytime I had birthday cake, I typically, like, if someone was making it, I'm like, yeah, make a cherry birthday cake. Otherwise, if it's bought, like, usually like chocolate, but I like cherry birthday cake.
It's so weird. I've never actually had a favorite type of cake flavor.
Oh god.
Like, I like cake and all. Like, don't get me wrong, I'll eat probably any cake, but like, I've never had been like.
You eat my cake all the time. Oh shit, we're still on audio.
But like, I'm like, there's not a cake that makes me go, that's the one I want for my birthday. I like pie a lot more, honestly.
I like lemon meringue pie.
Lemon meringue pie is the tits, and that's the
It slaps.
It slaps. I like apple pie. I like sweet cherry pie.
Yeah, I like apple pie too. That little kicks. Anyways, yeah, thanks again, everyone, for coming out for the birthday stream and hanging out. And we'll talk to you guys later. Don't know when I'm going to stream next. Probably next week, Monday, and hopefully I get some content out soon for you guys. Thanks for joining. I'm waving, and they can't see me wave.